Today I'm going to be talking about setting goals. In other words, crafting your roadmap to success. And if my voice sounds a little different today, it is not because I'm sick. It's not because I'm stuffed up or anything of that nature. It's just that I have become substantially more manly since the last video. So that's why my voice might sound a little deeper than it has before. Anyway, so why set goals? So the difference between those who achieve and those who don't achieve are often goals. So those who set goals often will achieve what they want to achieve, and those who don't set goals often do not. And this is what really a huge part of what Coastal Conservatory is all about. Living intentionally to cultivate the family enterprise. What so many people don't do is set goals and live intentionally. They kind of just go with the flow, just kind of have maybe wishful thinking. They'll speak in terms of I wish this or I wish this, wish that. One day maybe, things like of that nature. That is not the correct way to go about building your online business. You really want to set definitive goals and say, I'm going to do this by this date by doing such and such. And so you set goals using what is called the SMART goals system. It's an acronym. So the S in SMART goals stands for specific. You want to make your goal really specific. So if you're trying to lose weight, you don't want to just say lose weight, but you want to say lose 30 pounds. That's more specific. And you want your goals to be measurable. So again, just losing weight, that's not really measurable. You don't really know if you have done that because you can't measure that. I mean, it could be 1 pound, it could be 30 pounds. So you want to make an actual measurable goal and know if you've achieved it. And you also want it to be attainable. That means it's something that it is possible for you to achieve. It's not like, for most of us watching this video, an unattainable goal would be to become a starting quarterback in the NFL. That's not really attainable for most of us, I don't think. So yeah, it also has to be realistic. And another person I heard kind of build on this is using the R for reward, meaning when you achieve your goal or as you're achieving milestones towards your goal, you should be rewarding yourself. And I think that's a pretty good idea because that can keep you motivated and help you keep striving towards that goal. And finally, you want it to be time sensitive, so you have to have a deadline by which time the goals should be achieved. So your goals are going to be derived from your vision. So here are just the vision that I had in my other video on vision. So I want to be able to help other music producers like me learn how to make professional quality productions. I want to help other music producers and artists achieve their dreams and make a living through music. And I also want to achieve personal freedom, financially, time, and relationship-wise. So based on these goals, I'll be crafting my visions or my goals. So I'll start out with big picture, and this is probably what you should do too. So basically 2 to 4 years out or so, I want my audio business to be making 6 figures or more. And I want to have 1,000 students when I hit that milestone. So how do I actually go about making 6 figures? So this is a theoretical graph based on what I know about how other online businesses go. And it's usually a slower start in the beginning. Like I mentioned with Graham Cochran, it took him a good 2 years before he really made anything. I'm trying to make 50 in just 1 year. So this is definitely a very accelerated pace, but I still think that it is obtainable and realistic. So yeah, so according to this model, then I would be hitting figures somewhere between in about the year 2018, so to 2019 potentially. So that would be about a year and a half to 2 years. So that's pretty fast. But again, I think it's possible, especially if I have the success this year that I'm hoping to hit. And then having 1,000 students. I have this goal because, think about how many people can you impact in your lifetime. Probably not that many on your own, but given the internet, you have a huge potential to impact a lot more people than you otherwise could have in your everyday life. So I really want to be able to impact more people than it would otherwise have been possible with just the people around me. So I want to be able to hit that 1,000 student mark. And then kind of narrowing down to long range goals, this might be 1 to 2 years out. And so at the end of this video series, after 1 year, I want to be on pace to make $50,000 a year. So that would be making, I think, about $4,200 in December. That would put me on pace to make $50,000 a year. And I want $500 of that in December to come from my actual music, selling my music. Because if that's the case, then that means I have an online system for selling my music that is working, and it's something that I can teach others. So it's not really about the money. Just making $500 myself isn't a huge deal for my music, but it's a really good sign that I'm doing something that's working, and it's something I can teach others and help others have success from their own music as well. So that's why that's a goal. And I also want to have 60 outstanding testimonies by December, and I can use these in products in the future, and I'll go into what that actually means. So on pace for $50,000 a year. This is what it kind of looks like if I was making a linear growth over time. So it probably isn't going to be linear. And then again, making $500 in December from my music on Andromeda Coast. That's a goal I have, again, to be able to help other people. And 60 outstanding testimonies. That would be something along the lines of someone stating how I have specifically helped them improve their music or make money with their music. And this is an example here from Graham's blog, someone saying, example of an outstanding testimony, someone saying something that he did that actually specifically helped them. And so to hit this goal of 60, I just need to get 5 a month, which I think is obtainable. So now breaking these down into short-term goals, I'll break these down into quarters. So the first quarter, that would be January through March. That's this month through March. I want to have my brand established. I want to have a blog launched. I want to have a social media strategy in place. And I want a free lead magnet created on my blog, as long as also build a 300 member email list. So all pretty ambitious goals, but again, to be on pace to hit that 50K mark, I think these are goals that need to be pursued to reach that. And second quarter goals, that's April through June. That's when I really want to go more into monetizing my blog. And one big way to do this is to create a product. So I want to write an ebook. I'm not exactly sure what that ebook will be on yet, but I want to write that. I want to launch that, and I want to try and build my email list up to 600 members. And then third quarter, that's July through September. I'm going to create a short video course, launch that course, a 900 member email list then, so just increasing by 300 each quarter. And then October through December, wrapping up the year, I'm going to create a big course. This would be one of those premium courses where I charge at least a couple $100 for. I'll launch that course to a list of 1,200 members. So these are my goals. You'd want to kind of do something similar for your business, kind of plan out your year and each quarter and set specific goals that are SMART goals. And then these are just some of the tactics that I'm going to do to try to reach these goals. Post 3 blog posts a week. These may include how-to videos, 3 emails a week to my email list, and then 2 to 3 social media posts a day on my social media accounts. Possibly podcasting. I'm not sure if I'll start this in the first year or not. I'd probably say it's unlikely I'd start a podcast in this first year, but that's a possibility. And then creating products, definitely want to be able to create those products to be able to have something to sell, to monetize, and make money from my site. And then also run weekly Facebook ads to build my email list and promote my products. And that's pretty much it. Those are my goals for this year. That's what the plan I'll be trying to follow, which coincides with that blueprint I showed you guys in the last video. So let me know in the comments, what are your goals for the year? What are your goals for your online business? Or if you have any questions, just let me know. And if this is all kind of, maybe going over your head a little bit, and you just want a nice introduction into online business and how to make money online, then I definitely recommend the Attraction Marketing Formula ebook. I'll put a link to that in the description of this post, and you can get that, and that will help you kind of get a better picture of what all goes into an online business and what all these strategies are that I'm talking about. Otherwise, just like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe so you can get all my future videos. And I believe my next video will be going into how to find your audience, which is very important, and you should really know who your audience is before you really start building your blog or creating any content, because your content is supposed to be designed for your audience to help them with their struggles and help them achieve their desires. So you can't really do that unless you know who your audience is. So my next video, I'll be going into how to find your audience. So definitely stay tuned, and I'll talk to you guys soon.